So, how does one gently create good boundaries and healthy relationship between the family and the family of procreation, the one that you have curated, created, and now want to be obviously equally fair to? How does one navigate that balance? How do you teach couples to fight better? Because I think we need to even learn how to fight. We haven't been taught how to fight properly.
That's such a beautiful question.
I think you should drink half of it. You're half right.
Oh, all right.
This term called emotional constipation. I, as a doctor, know what constipation is. What is emotional constipation? What about the couples that you work with and the individuals you work with? What are 2, 3 common modern day relationship issues that you're finding in today's day and age?
Okay.
Love, love me do. Where is the love? What is love? So many songs on love, yet nobody really teaches us how to love, how to nurture love, how to grow in love. And that's why we are here. Your childhood patterns matter in love and relationships. How you see the world matters, and how your belief systems shape your life definitely matters in the long term sustainability of a modern day romance. Hi, my name is Dr. Aradatta. I'm a doctor by profession, a true romantic at heart, and I help couples deal with their emotional and relationship well being. This is sponsored by BharatMatrimony, who are themselves leaders in love and relationships. But I'm not unpacking such difficult topics on my own. We're deep diving into modern day relationships, how to talk about things that nobody really talks about, that should actually become dinner table conversations. And for that, with me, I have Shivani Goyal, who's a life coach, and she helps people understand empathy better, work on their limiting belief system, and grow. Hi and welcome, Shivani.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome, Vera.
So, Shivani, before we get started, I want to warm up the couch by asking certain questions.
Sure.
This or that, what would you rather? Big gestures versus small daily effort for you personally?
Yeah, small daily efforts anytime. I would like to give an example. I have seen so many couples that they throw big gestures like international trips, and when they go, they enjoy and they come back empty, and still the connection is not there. So they often remember, random Wednesday disputes or conflicts, a random Thursday, because there they were not feeling safe. So those communication, those efforts are needed, and those things are often remembered rather than the big gestures.
Absolutely. What about the couples that you work with and the individuals you work with? What are 2, 3 common modern day relationship issues that you're finding in today's day and age?
Okay, so first is a financial thing. They are not sharing their finances. Many a times those finances are hidden. They have hidden accounts.
Okay.
The spending is not even known to the spouse. And for this, I would like to say that they can share their daughter's biodata with a stranger rather than disclosing their spending with the spouse. So this is like first thing. Second is they are not open with their spouse. They do not like to share what they feel. So that is a major problem amongst couples.
And a third common one?
Third, I would like to say is that they are not able to balance between their families and their spouse.
So, how does one gently create good boundaries and healthy relationship between the family of origin that you've come from, spent so many 30 plus years with, and the family of procreation, the one that you have curated, created, and now want to be obviously equally fair to? How does one navigate that balance?
So the partners really need to understand that they have to spend their life with their spouse, and they have to take care from the starting, because in the initial years are very important. If they are not able to take care of their emotions, and if they are not able to provide the safety in the initial years, the bond may break, and then the trust, it's very difficult to build the trust.
That's such a beautiful thing when people say the word trust. But people don't even know how to get and earn someone's trust. How do you help couples and individuals build trust in relationships?
I help couples build trust by helping them talk over a session because that is lacking. They say that they are communicating, they're posting pictures on social media, like, okay, with so many likes and so many comments, and then they're happy looking at the social media and they go to sleep. But what is missing is the communication. So they don't talk about their disagreements, they don't talk about their fears, they even stop talking about their joys.
True, true. In fact, John Gottman has said that conflict is so important for every relationship. But for every four positives, you should have one negative interaction. Because the balance of the universe in your relationship will only be maintained when you have more positive interactions than negative. How do you teach couples to fight better? Because I think we need to even learn how to fight. We haven't been taught how to fight properly.
I know. I mean, so many people say that we should not fight. I don't know why we fight so much. And we should understand that it is not about fight at all. It's about how you build your relationship after the fight, how you talk, how you communicate after the fight. And it's how you support each other. And then when we fight, it's important not to personally attack the person.
Sure.
You can always say that I feel so, and you can talk about your feelings and emotions. One thing which we are not taught about. So, yeah, when we talk about our feelings and emotion, the person does not feel personally attacked.
Fair.
So, that is one thing. And one thing which I personally feel is we should not increase our tone.
Okay.
So, toning, when we tone down our pitch, it really helps. Instead of shouting, we can just put down our emotions in front of our partner and say that I'm feeling such, and I'm not trying to blame you. I just feel this much, and please listen to me. So when we ask for help, when we show that we are vulnerable, that really helps.
Oh, wow. So you said using I words instead of saying you did this, being vulnerable with the partner, and definitely toning it down and not having a screaming match in the house. I think these are three important things that our audience can take away in learning how to fight better. People shy away from fights, but we should just fight better and not
Yeah.
with weapons, and we should just fight in a manner which is civil,
I so agree.
right? Do you think childhood has anything to do with the way we are in our relationships?
Lot. Childhood has a lot to do with our current relationships because there the patterns began actually, and we learn how to react in relationships, how to deal with money, how to deal with boundaries. Everything we learn in childhood most of the times. The conditioning which is given in our family, by our relatives, by the people around us, and most importantly, our parents.
But can we change these patterns?
Of course, we can change them. We can have awareness. One thing that we need to do is journal a lot and sit down with our emotions. The one thing we listen all the time on social media, but which we don't do. So, emotional regulation is missing. So, once we start working on emotional regulation, we can definitely work on our attachment styles and on our conditioning as well.
But imagine if somebody doesn't want to go for coaching or therapy because people automatically think, oh, then I have to go to therapy or go for coaching to learn all of these things. Shivani, tell us about this interesting 90-second rule that you've come up with in relationships.
Yeah, sure. So, when we talk about this 90-second rule, we should sit with our thoughts and emotions for 90 seconds without judging them. I mean, don't think that what am I thinking? Why am I thinking? Am I thinking negative? Am I thinking positive? Just don't judge your thoughts and emotions. Just try to feel them and sit with them for 90 seconds. Once you sit with them for 90 seconds, you will start having clarity.
Wonderful. I love the 90-second rule.
Thank you so much. And the second thing is journal. So, when we talk about journaling, I think most of us know what is journaling, but hardly people sit with a journal.
True.
They sit with their thoughts, and even in a chaos, they do not sit with themselves, I mean, like alone. They do not sit with a paper and a pen, and they will not journal. They will not sit down to write.
They don't know what to write.
Yeah, they don't know what to. That's correct. And third point is just notice where are you having the tension in the body, because your body gives you the signal first rather than the mind. You will be having tension either in the throat, or you might be having tightness in the chest in the form of palpitations. You could have anxiety. You could feel a hollowness in your stomach which could be a sign of fear. Or you could be having a tightness in the jaw, which is a sign of anger. You could be having tightness in the shoulders and in the back. So we need to notice where is the tension in the body. So these are the three things that I would like to suggest.
Fantastic. There's something I saw on your social media and it really caught my attention and fancy. This term called emotional constipation. I, as a doctor, know what constipation is. What is emotional constipation?
So emotional constipation is exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
When you actually hold your emotions, just like a physical constipation, and you're not releasing your emotions, you are holding them. Sometimes you're doing it consciously and sometimes you're doing it unconsciously, but you're just suppressing them. So what happens in emotional constipation is, once you start holding them, all your fears, all your disagreements, when you're upset, it keeps escalating, and there is a time when it comes that you start suppressing your joys as well. And then two things happen. Either you don't release anything,
Okay.
which can lead to depression or anything. And second is you release all of it at once.
Oh, and what did that look like?
That can look like outbursts of anger, or you release months and years of suppressed emotion all at once. Then you just burst out and you say everything at once, and then you're not able to regulate your emotions.
That's so true because so many couples argue that, oh my God, my partner cries and I'm just not reacting, and she's upset that why am I not reacting, and she's crying, so I'm actually more upset. And again, I'm putting a gender role to it because the society sadly does allow women to cry a lot more openly. So in such a case, when people are either storing too much or releasing too much at one go, how do you help them bridge the gap?
Yeah, so before bridging the gap, I would like people to know where it is coming from. So it is again coming from conditioning. So if you notice the initial family years, the boys are always told that boys can't cry.
True.
So kids are never taught how to express or how not to express, because they naturally know how to express. But the boys, when they are told, like, you don't cry, you can't cry, you are a boy, you are a man, you have to grow up, you have to earn money, you have to take care of the family, you have to be a bread earner. So you can't cry. And when you can't cry, that's your strength. So boys have the strength. So that is why they are suppressing, and that's why they don't know how to express emotions.
Very true.
Whereas girls are not told this thing. They are not told that you can't cry. Maybe they are told that don't cry, don't show this much emotions, or you have to work this much, you have to take care of your brothers also, you have to take care of everything in the family. But they are not suppressed with opening up the emotions, so that is why they cry, and boys don't cry.
True. I have a personal question to ask you.
Yeah.
You said you're a mother of a boy.
Yeah.
How are you raising the new generation boys, your son particularly, to understand emotions differently?
That's such a beautiful question. And yeah, when I am into parenting of a boy, I make sure that he is expressing his emotions to the fullest. And if he wants to cry, I let him cry. If he is upset about anything, I let him be upset. I give him a lot of kisses, I give him a lot of hugs, because he should know what a personal touch or a physical touch look like.
Right.
And I make sure that I'm not stereotyping most of the times. I'm not throwing my own conditioning onto him.
Lovely.
Because of the awareness, I have this thing that consciously I take efforts not to put my or throw my conditioning onto him, which I have got from my own family and parents. Though I'm not judging them, I completely respect my parents, but I know where it is coming from.
That's so beautiful. Self-awareness will not only lead to healing in us, but also in the future generation, right?
Yeah.
We're now going to break some more ice by playing a game which is called Define It or Drink It.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you certain terms. Most of these are Gen Z, Gen Alpha terms.
Okay.
Be warned. Some are millennial terms also. If you can guess the definition right, you're spared. But if not, then you have to drink this.
Okay.
Any guesses what that is?
Not sure. Maybe some kind of juice.
So when you drink it, we'll know by your face. All right. The first word for you is DINK.
Yeah, double income, no kids.
Good job. So no drinking for you. Good. What is BAE. Bay.
Before anyone else.
Wow, I'm impressed. That's really cool. What about soft launching?
It's about launching your partner, a new partner, and just putting maybe a pic on the social media.
You've done your homework. Very nice. Who is a beige flag?
So a beige flag is like a flag which does not hurt the relationship.
Define more.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a flag does not hurt the relationship, something which you might not be liking, but then it is not hurting the relationship in any
I
sense.
think you should drink half of it. You're half right.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes, a beige flag is just the normal human quirks which aren't dangerous to a relationship.
Okay.
So 50-50. Other pillow.
Oh, it doesn't taste too good.
That's exactly the point. What about a canon event?
I'm not sure.
Finally, we got you. That's an inevitable defining life moment, a very big event. So, like a big cannon.
Okay.
Please drink up the rest of the half.
Okay. Thank
We'll
you for
spare
sparing
you.
me.
Yes. Awesome. Do you know what is groundhogging?
Again, no.
Don't worry, you don't have to drink it. It's when we repeat the same patterns in relationship over and over and
Okay.
over again.
Yeah, I didn't know about the term.
Now that we've got your tummy full,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about another area in relationships which people don't talk enough about,
Okay.
but they should, which is money.
Yeah.
Couples often have great compatibility,
Yeah.
but poor financial compatibility. What are money beliefs and how do you change them or work with them with your clients?
Yeah. So when we talk about money beliefs, they are again coming from the childhood. So what happens with males? So males are like they are the givers, they are the earners, but they are not processing. And while the women, they are managing everything, but they are not expressing. And with kids, what is happening? They are having so much of pressure that even if they are performing, they are not getting anything in rewards. And amidst all of this, nobody is talking or nobody is asking anyone, how are you feeling?
Okay.
So when all of this is happening, the money beliefs is more inclined towards men more, because then they are the providers, and then they are being taught by the parents that you don't need to tell or you don't need to uncover your finances to your wife.
Okay.
So that pattern is unconsciously being transferred, especially to the millennials. But millennials, I also see that they are one of the toughest generations, because then they are trying to break that pattern, and then they are also changing their parenting towards their kids. So, particularly when we are talking about money beliefs, then they are always told like, पैसे पेड़ पर नहीं उगते, अमीरों की तरह रिएक्ट मत करो, जितने जितनी चादर है उतने ही पैर फैलाओ, things like that we have always been hearing from our parents and our relatives and families. And when we proceed towards this thinking, we are inculcating these habits in our families as well.
Okay.
Either we are overspending because we want to, come out of that thing that we were not allowed to spend. So
True.
either we are overspending or we are not spending at all. And we are not able to find a balance between that.
Excellent. So, Shivani, imagine if I come to you as a client and I want to work on my money beliefs. Or maybe I don't want to come to you as a client. I want to, on my own, work on my money beliefs. How does that look like?
Okay. So first of all, you need to have the awareness of your money wounds. So it could be linked to survival, like I don't need this much money. It could be linked to your self-worth. I cannot deserve this much, or I would be counted as greedy if I want more money. Or it could be as a personal attack where you are wanting more, but you're seeing yourself as guilty, because again, it is linked to the conditioning.
Correct.
And so first you have that awareness of your wounds related to money, and then you begin. That's the starting point wherein you get to know that from where your actual beliefs started.
Okay.
Were you overspending? Were your parents too controlling? And if they were too controlling, were you taught not to spend or overspend? Was there a boundary related to money?
Great
And
questions.
yeah, so all these questions we need to ask and deep dive. And from there, the questions, you will have more and more questions where you can answer. This you can also write on your journal and then begin having the clarity. You can take the help of AI, you can take the help of Google and ask certain questions to have a clarity. What are you working on? Okay. And then you can work in a similar fashion with your partner as well,
Okay.
to have a better compatibility, to see where are the clashes related to money.
This was just part one of our continued conversation with Shivani in the Relationship Edits Season 2. Stay tuned for part 2.